Okay, so I ironed and steamed this shirt, and there's absolutely no way to make it not wrinkled. I hate it here. Hello fellow readers and readresses, and welcome to the, I don't know, installment of The Lord of the Reads 2, the two libraries, the most precious TBR game. I apologize for the relative lack of voice. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on over there either. Today we shall select my TBR for April, and after coming off of one of the best reading months I've ever had, I am super excited about this. But before we do that, I would like to take exactly 1 minute to talk about something really cool. About a year ago, I was involved in a tiny way in the translation of a Lord of the Rings card game into Bulgarian, and I just got my copy from the publisher. It's so cool. I am so happy to finally see it done. I only did a bit of consulting on the names and ensuring that the original translation was properly respected, but I am still so happy to have been a part of it. I will link both the English and the Bulgarian versions in the video description. I am not affiliated in any way. I will get absolutely nothing if you purchase this game. I just think it's so cool. And if you like a fun co-op adventure that you can play either by yourself or with friends and that you can replay multiple times, that is based on one of the best stories ever written, I think you will like this one. So yeah, I'm so happy it's finally here. Now back to the other game. If you're not familiar with The Lord of the Reads and you wish to become intimately acquainted with it, you can watch this video over here. But in a nutshell, we need to get from here to here by rolling a 12-sided dice as many times as it takes to achieve this goal, and each time we land on a tile, we pick a book to correspond to its prompt. Speaking of tiles, there are 4 kinds, starting with the empty tile, which has no prompt, so upon landing on it, we'll have to pick one of the prompt cards. There are 100 of those, and each of them contains a different Lord of the Rings related reading prompt. Then we have the TBR jar tile, and when I land on it, I will have to pull one of the books from the TBR jar, and if you're curious as to what's inside, you can watch this video. Next we have the series tile, upon landing on which I will have to pick one of the series I currently have stuck in progress and continue with it. And last and least, we have the Dead Marshes tile, upon landing on which I will have to either go back to the previous Dead Marshes tile or to the beginning, and to add insult to injury, I will have to pull one of the books from the bookshelf jar, which contains all the books that I own and haven't yet read. And once I reach the end of the map, I get to choose one book as a reward for my efforts. And that's about it. If you like The Lord of the Reads and you wish to play it for yourself, I have provided both printable and digital version, both of which can be found in the video description. Enjoy! And before we start playing the actual game, there's one more thing left to do, and that is to look at the prompt cards that I got last time and see whether I get to add them to my collection. So, the first prompt card I got was The Treasures of Erebor, which is a part of the Magical and Mysterious Items collection, and its prompt was read a literary award winner / nominee. For this one, I chose The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa, and while I started reading it, unfortunately I wasn't able to finish it before the end of April. The second prompt card I got was The Road Goes Ever On, which is a part of the Songs and Poems collection, and its prompt is start a new series. For this one, I chose Shadow and Claw by Gene Wolfe, and I'm very happy to report that I was able to finish it. Next, I got The Prancing Pony, which is a part of the Locations collection, and its prompt is read a book with an animal on the cover or in the title. For this one, I chose The Ships of Merior by Janny Wirtz, and I was able to finish it. The next prompt card I got was Concerning Hobbits, which is a part of the Chapters collection, and its prompt is read a book with a prologue. For this prompt, I chose Nemesis Games by James S.A. Corey, and I was able to read it. And the final prompt card I got was Mumakil, which is a part of the Monsters and Scary Things collection, and its prompt was a book over 300 pages and the title starts with an M. I chose to cover this prompt with Master of Sorrows by Justin T. Cole, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get to it. So at the end, out of the 5 prompt cards that I got, 3 get to be added to my collection and 2 go back into the deck. Now that all that nonsense is out of the way, we can finally play the game for my May TBR, starting by rolling to see who's gonna be my companion this month. And we have a 7, which means that my companion for the day is gonna be Gandalf with his special skill Wizard's Wisdom, which gives me 1 extra point for every fantasy book that I select and finish. As we all understand, this is not a skill that I can use in the game, but it's still very good and motivates me to actually select more fantasy books. Like, I need extra motivation for that, but whatever. And little Gandalf goes on the board as my avatar. Alright, I am so excited I can barely contain myself. So, without further ado, let's get to roll number 1. 11. Oh my, what a great start. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we landed on the series tile. Oh man, this was such a fantastic first roll. Not only did we move very far into the map, not only did we pass the first Dead Marshes tile, but we landed on the series tile, which allows me to pick a book that I really wanted to put on the TBR because I am in fact already reading it. And that is The War Host of Westmark by Jani Wirtz. This is an adult epic fantasy and the third book in the Wars of Light and Shadows series, which I'm buddy reading with John from Talking Story and a bunch of other great people whom I will link in the video description. Is whom the proper word to use here? I think so. Who cares? I have loved both the first and the second books in this series, and I'm really excited to read this one because this is supposed to technically finish the second arc in the story. Book 2 and book 3 were originally one book, but they were split by the publisher into two. Anyway, I am really excited about this one, which I think I already said. Yeah, it's a great choice, and I am really looking forward to it. All right, roll 1 is in the books, and it turned out really well. I like this strong start, so let's get to roll number 2. And we have a 7. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Oh, you know what? I think we're screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5, 6, and 7. And would you believe it? We landed on the Dead Marshes tile. Fantastic. Yeah, right. It was about time that something like this happened. I mean, we hadn't had a Dead Marshes tile in the previous game, and I was a little too excited. Let's see. This one. The Watchmaker of Filigree Street. This is a book that I have already gotten on my TBR, and I believe it was again from a bookshelf jar, and I didn't read it back then. Give me a second. So, The Watchmaker from Filigree Street by Natasha Pulley is, I think, an adult historical fantasy, and as I already mentioned, I've gotten it before on my TBR, again through the bookshelf jar, and I started it and I was enjoying it, but I didn't have the time to read it. I think other books took priority. I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case this time. However, this is an autumn book to my recollection, so I don't know if this is the best moment to be reading it, but I will try. I promise I will give it a try, and I hope I get to actually finish it this time. All right, 2 books down. We hit a bit of a snag. It was kind of expected, you know, I was getting a little too excited, a little too chummy, if you will, so I guess I needed a reality check. Now that we have hit the bottom, in a way, we can only go up. Maybe. I shouldn't say stuff like this. Let's get to roll number 3. And we have a 5? Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do the prompt cards for the first time today. Alright, not too bad, not the best, but I mean, could have been way worse, right? Let's see. The Fall of Gil-galad. The name of the author starts with the same letter as yours. All right. Is that first name or last name? Who am I asking? This is my game. I guess first name would be best. Alright, so I looked through my reading spreadsheet, which contains all the books that I own, and I can order the author in alphabetical order, and I found these authors, and honestly, I wasn't interested in reading any of those books right now, not in general. I was actually interested in reading a different Stephen King book that I don't own, and that is Carrie, which I think I can get from the library, so I'm gonna pick this one. You might be surprised to know that I haven't read all that many Stephen King books, and I'm really interested in improving my knowledge, especially of his older works, especially after reading Misery 2 months ago and being super impressed by it. So that's gonna be the book that I select, and I'm really hoping hoping I'll be able to get to it because I'm quite excited actually. Alright, so we are 3 rolls in, and to be honest with you, I am quite satisfied with how things are going. I am hoping they won't get to, well, whatever, let's not say anything about it. Roll number 4. And we have a 6. But is this good? Oh, for a second there, I thought I was screwed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Front cards, yet again. Okay, I am definitely happy that we passed that second Dead Marshes tile that played that bad joke on us last time. Now let's see what the prompt is gonna be. Manway, read the highest rated book on your TBR. Oh, this is so cool. I am so happy about this. Or am I? Could be a big book. Well, we shall find out right now. Okay, let me record my screen. So we're sorting the books by rating. Okay, so the first one that comes up is Jade Legacy, but I've kind of DNF'd this series, at least for now, so it's not gonna be that. Kingdom of Ash is the 7th book in the Throne of Glass series, but I haven't gotten there yet. I think I have one more book to read before I get there. Full Metal Alchemist Volume 13, haven't gotten there yet. Blah, 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 blah. 12, also haven't gotten there yet. 14, haven't gotten there yet. Everything else I've read. All the way until Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I read this one multiple times, and I am doing a reread, but I haven't gotten there yet. Prisoner of Azkaban, same thing. The Hunger of the Gods. Oh, I haven't gotten, this is the 2nd book in the series. I haven't gotten there yet. Full Metal Alchemist Volume 7. I've already read this one. Why haven't I marked it as read? Goblet of Fire, no. A Memory of Light, haven't gotten there yet. Okay, this is a sketches book, so it's not really for reading. The Wise Man's Fear? Are you kidding me? All right. Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is an adult epic fantasy and the 2nd book in the Kingkiller Chronicles. And I am very excited about this book, okay? I think it's gonna be fantastic because the first book was fantastic. Patrick Rothfuss has a very beautiful writing style and knows how to tell a very intriguing story. But this is a very big book, and I already have certain plans for May, both reading-wise and otherwise. So it's gonna be a little difficult for me to fit this one in this plan. We'll see how things go. But either way, I am excited about this one. I hope I find the time to actually read it because, as I said, I loved book 1 and it's been quite a while that this one was on the TBR. Yeah. There it is. Alright, so book number 4 has been selected, and to be honest with you, this TBR is going a little weird. Those are books, or at least some of them are books that I didn't think would get into the TBR at all. But either way, those are some good choices. I just hope I have the time to actually get to them, and I am excited about them. It's just that, again, kind of unexpected. Alright, anyway, let's get to roll number 5, and let's hope that things finally start going as planned. One. Wow, slow down. Jesus. Front cards. Well, that wasn't the plan, I can tell you that much. But okay. You know, I should just stop making plans altogether because things always go to hell when I do. Alright, let's see. The Last Alliance of Elves and Men. Read a buddy read book. Do I have the perfect book? Actually, I have 2, but I think, yeah, I know which one I'm gonna go with. and that is Empire of Silence by Christopher Rocchio. This is a book that has, or this entire series has been very popular on BookTube for a while now, and about which I have been having so much FOMO for such a long time, and I'm finally reading it this month thanks to Tori from Tori Talks, who actually started a buddy read on her Discord, and I am really thankful to her because I would probably have procrastinated it into oblivion for the rest of my life if she hadn't. Thank you so much, lovely Tori, and I am so excited to get to this one finally. All right, roll number 5 leaves me with so much mixed feelings because we only moved one square, but we actually got a book that I'm so excited about. So let's get to roll number 6 and let's hope it's a little more decisively good. Oh, and we have a 10. So cool. Well, it was about time we got a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 8. Are you kidding? 10. What have I done to deserve this? Oh. Well, sometimes you lose, sometimes you don't win. That was definitely a decisive roll if it wasn't very good, but I guess you can't have it all. This one. The Girl and the Mountain is actually a book by Mark Lawrence that I've already read. I finished the entire series and I quite enjoyed it, but unfortunately I can't read that one again. I mean, I could, but I won't. So let's try one more time. Also, I'm sorry if you're seeing a little flicker. My ring light is acting all crazy. What? To the Lighthouse? Alright, give me a second. To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf is a very popular classic that I've never read in my life, and I've been meaning to do so for a long time, which is why I purchased it. But listen, it's not that I'm unhappy that I'm getting this one, it's just that I am not entirely happy that I'm getting it this month when as I said, I already have set plans for different things, but it doesn't matter. It's not a big book, so it shouldn't take me that long, and maybe I will enjoy it. It's a read I've been looking forward to for a long time, so I appreciate it, and it could have been way worse, so this is satisfactory. All right, how many do we have? 6 rolls now, and this TBR is getting weirder by the minute. I am not unhappy with it, I'm just not sure how to feel about it just yet. Anyway, let's get to roll number 7, and for the love of God, let it be better, all right? And we have a 7, which is okay. I like it. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we'll do the series yet again. Alright, so we landed on the series tile, and for this one I have another book that I'm doing a buddy read for with Gabby from Gabby Likes to Read. We had paused it for a long time. Why am I not showing you the book? We have Lord of Chaos by Robert Jordan. This is an adult epic classic fantasy and the 6th, I think, book in the... Yes, the 6th book in the Wheel of Time series, and I'm doing a buddy read with Gabby on this series, but we had taken a little bit of a break, I think 2-3 months, and now we finally decided to go back, which is what I mean when I say I already have set plans for the month. This is one of those plans, and it's not a small one, as you can see. So I am excited. I was gonna get to it anyway, or at least I was gonna start it anyway, so I'm happy I can put it on the TBR finally. Alright, so 7 books on the TBR, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I can take much more. Matter of fact, I'm not sure I can take as much as I have. But okay, enough complaining. You know, let's get to roll number 8 and be positive for once. A 5? Okay, I think we're safe. And if we're not, this is gonna be very ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, this is so So close. Prom cards. I swear to God, if the next roll is 1, I am taken to the woods and you will never hear from me again. Let's see. Ring of Bar here, a book recommended by a favorite author. Ooh, this is so cool. Alright, I will go and check what some of my favorite authors have recommended, and I will be back shortly. Alright, this took quite a bit of time actually, and I ultimately decided to go with a book recommended by none other than Joe Abercrombie, allegedly according to the internet. And the book is The Big Nowhere by James Ellroy. This is supposed to be crime noir drama set in the 50s in LA, and that's all I know about it. I think it's also the second book in a quartet, but apparently the stories are only loosely related, so you don't have to have read book 1 in order to read book 2. I don't own this one, but I think I can get it from the library, and I'm looking forward to it, even though again it's not a thing that I expected to be reading this month. But I'm very curious because apparently Abercrombie said that this was very influential to him, and being that I love pretty much all of his books, I would like to know what influenced him to get to this level. Alright, I think it's time for roll number 9, and I will give this one chance to the board or the dice to redeem themselves, because I really can't take anymore, for real. Seven, yes! Woohoo! Party! Oh, I am so happy. You can't even imagine. And we're out of the map, finally. I am so happy to be finally out of this weird map in this weird TBR month. And the book that I will select to reward myself deservedly will be The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, which comes out on the 14th, 15th, something like that, of May, and I can't wait to get my grubby hands on it and to start reading it, because I've been waiting for this book for so long. And yeah, I'm really excited. I know zero things about it. I know it's not part of the First Law world. You know, I noticed that I say I know zero things about something and then proceed to tell you things that I know about it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just one of those things. But anyway, it's not part of the First Law and is the first non-First Law book by the author I personally will be reading, so I'm really excited about it. I've heard great things by people who have read ARCs or some such, and whose opinions I respect, namely Mike from Mike's Book Reviews. I trust everything he says because he's never been wrong so far, to my knowledge and in my personal opinion. So yeah, it's Abercrombie, what can I say? It's always a treat to read one of his books, and I will treat myself in May. So, my TBR for May is going to include The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, Lord of Chaos by Robert Jordan, To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, The Watchmaker of Filigree Street by Natasha Pulley, The War Host of Westmark by Janie Wirtz. I'm laughing because I have Rothfuss, Jordan, and Janie Wirtz in the same month. Whatever. Carrie by Stephen King, The Big Nowhere by James Ellroy, Empire of Silence by Christopher Rocchio, and The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. So a total of 9 books and exactly 0 chances that I will be able to read all of those books, but it's a nice pool to choose from, and I am really looking forward to some of these books and quite mystified by others, kind of curious. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please let me know what you're reading in the month of May and what you're most excited about. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to see how I did with my reading in one of the best reading months that I've ever had, April of 2025, check out this video. Bye.